below the belt non-urgent day.
I haven't had my head above navel level for hours. It's like working on a production line. We saw every pregnant woman in Wandon Valley, I reckon.
Well, I don't know. Sounds like the efficient way of doing things to me, Simon.
Oh, big city practices have tried it. But out here, it's just plain boring.
Better give the pregnant ladies a chance to get together and have a chat. Might help some of the younger ones.
Well, there's that, I suppose. But what about us? I mean, I got a permanent stoop.
Well, above the belt day should help that. Hello, Vicky Dean. Oh, yes, about the flat. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be moving home.
Don't say another word.
Simon?
Flats are like hen's teeth in Wandon Valley. That's why I came in.
The agent was only ringing...
Look, he'll rent it out in 10 seconds. Give me first option.
What's wrong with the pub?
Well, no peace and quiet. No privacy. The bed's like rock. No cooking facilities. No phone of my own. No way to sneak you in and out.
I'll ring him back.
I was only joking about sneaking you in and out.
All right. You can come round tonight and we'll talk about it.
Done. I'll bring a bottle of wine.
I look forward to it. Hello, Vicky Dean. Yes, I think we were cut off. The agent says that if I found a good tenant take over the rent, that's fine by him.
Oh, it's a bit tough on you having to go home again.
No, I don't mind. As long as Mum's going to be okay.
Well, I'll always be here if you want someone to talk to. You know that, don't you?
You sure you mean talk?
Well, it depends what else you've got in mind.
Simon, let's try something.
Standing up.
Yes.
You sure?
Kiss me, stupid. Again. See what I mean?
Maybe I ought to prescribe us something.
Simon, you've chased and I've run ever since you came to the valley. We flattened our batteries.
I don't believe it.
Simon, we're friends. It's silly to pretend it's anything else.
Let's try it again.
Friends. That's very precious.
I suppose so.
It's a relief, isn't it? Don't you feel that? Friendship.
Friendship.
I can move all my things out by the weekend and you could move in on Sunday if that's okay with you. Simon?
Yes. Listen, I think it's this place. You know, it was yours and Peter's. Now, when I've done it over, you get a better feeling.
Hello, can I come in?
Victoria, I'm honoured. Please, come in. Take a seat. What's your problem? Or would you prefer to lie down on the couch?
You don't have to carry on, Simon.
Well, it's rare for the mountain to come to Mohammed. Usually I'm trying to think up reasons to come and see you. Hey, you're not ill, are you?
I wouldn't be here if I was.
Right. Last place to come if you were sick. You're healthy. That's the problem, isn't it? Hang on, I'll look it up. Health.
Simon, have you heard about Mum?
Getting along fine, the last I heard. You'll have to expect the usual bouts of depression.
No. I mean she and Frank, this marriage they're talking about.
Oh, that.
Well, it's all wrong, Simon. It'll never work. How can it possibly work?
Oh, Vicky.
Well, I don't know what to do, whether to pretend that I'm happy for them or try and make Mum see sense.
Well, it's a pretty fruitless sort of occupation.
And I've just given up the flat as well.
Uh-huh.
Well, they won't want me living at home if they get married, will they? So, Simon...
Vicky, we made a deal, come to an agreement. Now, I bought the paint and ordered the furniture.
We haven't signed anything.
The bond of friendship, remember? Lovers can renege on promises, friends can't.
Simon...
Anyway, what makes you think they're going to move into your mum's house? Frank's got a pretty neat place of his own, hasn't he?
Of course he has. I haven't even thought of that.
Yeah, they'll probably move out and leave you the house. Great news, eh?
I don't want them to move out. I don't want them to get married.
Either way, the flat is mine. Mine. What's wrong with him?
Had a ticket, poisoned him.
Oh, he looks all right now.
He is. You can go home today, can't you, Sifa?
Sifa?
Sifa Cat.
Oh. Look, I need some professional advice.
One of your patients got ticks.
No, it's more in the line of mange. I've got a whole string of patients with a weird rash.
Sounds like an allergy.
Yeah, well, that's my theory too, but I can't work out what.
What have the patients got in common?
Well, they're all men and they're all farmers.
What time of year is it? What grain's in season?
Yeah, I thought of that. But they've been working with all different kinds of grain and vegetables.
Oh, have they been using a new chemical for spraying?
Thought of that too.
Well, what common symptoms do they have?
The rash is worse in the same place, just inside the knees.
Painful?
Yeah. Can I borrow this?
Mm.
You're so clever. Oh, hi, Vicky. Come in.
I'm glad you're home. Mum turned in early. I had to get out of the house for a while.
Some coffee? Something stronger?
Something stronger and then coffee.
Right.
That looks great.
Thanks. I've always fancied myself as a bit of an interior designer.
Bathroom's nice. Be good when you've got some pot plants and when you put the mirrors up. Darryl Benson told me to deliver them the other day. Picture's crooked.
Hey, look at the kitchen. Kitchen's finished.
I want to look at the bedroom. The mirrors do look nice.
Oh, too big for the bathroom.
On the ceiling?
Drink? Oh, no, hang on.
Boy, what a day. Mum's not as well as she says she is either.
Well, she won't be for a few weeks.
Didn't help riding in that ratbag priest sidecar.
Yeah. He conned me into going out and seeing one of his parishioners. Mrs. Walsh. She got problems.
Barbara Walsh?
Oh, you know her?
Yeah, she was the year ahead of me at school.
Oh, but she couldn't have been. She'd be in her late 30s, wouldn't she?
Late 20s, more like it.
Really? She looks so much older. It's happy hour. Excuse me.
Simon, thank goodness you're in. I couldn't stand it at home. Hello, Terence.
Hello, Vicky.
I have one of those, whatever it is.
Whatever it is. Hello?
It's a 12-year-old Red, Vicky. I suspect he planned on drinking it all himself.
Too late now. What with my mother, my future stepfather, and my grandmother, cheers. Boy, I wish I hadn't given up this flat.
It's great. Simon's done a good job with it.
Except the bedroom. Not sure about the bedroom.
What's wrong with the bedroom?
Haven't you shown him the bedroom?
That was Barbara Walsh. Sounds like a little boy's got a touch of croup. She's worried about him.
So, you want a confidence?
Yeah, and if I want to keep it, I better get out there.
Well...
No. Help yourself to anything. Even the good red.
I won't say no. You know, he's right. This is a very good wine. Haven't seen much of you lately.
No, I've been trying to build up the surgery. Got a bit slack there for a while.
Ever see him these days?
Our paths cross professionally every now and then. He seems happy enough with his wife and kids. Still, it was nice while it lasted.
Even when there was disapproval?
Yeah. I gave him up for my own reasons, not because of what everyone thought.
I admired you for that. It's not easy to make a commitment to someone, especially when the circumstances aren't exactly favourable.
Thank you, Terence. You're the only person who understood.
A small community like this, relationships are under a microscope. Seems like it's got to be all or nothing. Wish I had your courage.
Coming!
Hello?
Hi.
Breakfast has arrived. Fresh bread rolls straight from the oven.
Oh, yeah, right. I've got the coffee ready. Honey and Vegemite. How's that?
Great. How's chicks?
Good. Sit down.
I like your perfume. I'm not so sure about the handbag.
Thanks. But they're not mine.
Oh. Have a heavy night last night, did we?
Not last night, the night before. And it wasn't just a heavy night. It's a fantastic, brilliant, sensitive, classy, spunky human being, female. It's the woman in my life.
Nothing like hot, fresh bread rolls.
Aren't you going to ask me about the woman in my life? It's one of those rare things that happen once in a lifetime, Vicky. It's the Hollywood fantasy, the dream that we all chase forever, the unreachable carrot. How can I best describe it?
You got any strawberry jam?
Aren't you going to ask me her name?
What's her name?
Sally, the new receptionist.
No kidding.
Where's the party girl?
In the kitchen. putting a future husband's dinner in the oven.
That's a good start.
He's over at Terence's sorting out the problems of the world.
Yeah, it's been a pretty harrowing day for both of them.
Yeah. Would you like a cup of coffee? We've just had 3.
I can take a hint. No, I just called by because I thought... Well, I just thought I'd call by.
I'll get you some coffee.
Thanks. Milk and...
2, I know. Mum, aren't you going to help us?
You were quite right this afternoon, darling. It's about time I started enjoying this wedding. So I'm not going to do any of that tonight. I am savouring a peaceful, contented evening. I'm going to get myself a drink. What is that?
What was that you were saying about a peaceful, contented evening?
You're beautiful, you blokes. You're really beautiful.
Good night, Frank.
You're good. See you, Billy. Take care, mate. You're the best cop, mate. See you, Frank. Yeah, night, Bob. See you, Bob. See you, Cookie. Come on, mate.
Hey, good night, Frank.
Yeah, good night, Cookie. Hey, listen, Cookie. Wonderful chili tonight, mate. Wonderful. That was your piece there. Piece.
So am I.
Ripper, mate. Ripper.
Dirty, mate.
Yeah.
See you later.
See you then, Cookie.
See you, mate.
Bye. See you, mate. Bye.
I'll just get over here.
Get there. In the town.
Hey. Good night, fellas. See you, son. See you, pal.
Not so much noise.
Going on now.
Oh, look, he's getting all funny.
See you later, mate.
He's getting all funny with it.
Hooroo! Hooroo!
All right, let's go inside now. Yeah, not so much noise.
Wipe your feet, wipe your
Wipe
feet.
your feet. Whose feet?
Wipe the feet, wipe the feet.
Shush.
Good evening, ladies. I don't want anybody to worry because Frank made us all walk. He took our keys off us. He wouldn't let us drive.
Well, I'm glad you had somebody sensible with you.
In fact, he got the keys and he locked them up in the club. In fact, he's had a pretty good night with locks and keys.
Frank, you've been drinking.
Only punch shelled, just punch. You know, like fruit salad, wasn't it? The cookie made it. It was beautiful. Wasn't it beautiful, son? Oh, and I bought you a present, Shell. A present. Where is it? Here. There, Shell. All for you.
Simon, you've got handcuffs on.
Bob did it and he lost the key. We can't find it anywhere.
The keys.
Here. Don't you be sick on my carpet.
Shell.
Ooh.
Vicky. Vicky, come over here and talk to me. Vicky.
Hey, Simon.
Yeah?
She's the catch of Wandon Valley, you know that?
Yeah, mate. I know. I just go to sleep.
I'm a lucky devil.
Just go to sleep, Frankie.
I can't believe she's gonna marry me. She's really gonna marry me. I can't believe it.
Will you go to sleep, Frank?
Can you believe it?
Count roses, Frank.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Frank, we gotta get up. I gotta go.
Well, go where?
Come on, come on, come on, come on. When you gotta
Oh,
go, you gotta go.
Oh, crikey, Simon. Hang
Let's
on.
go.
Right, let's go. No. Just wait.
Where are Noddy and Big is?
in the bathroom.
Oh, the mind boggles. I'm going out to Laurie Walker's place to see that cow and then on to the halls and then back to the surgery, okay? Mum?
Okay, darling.
Morning.
Oh, Frank, we'll have to do something about filling these papers and choosing the vows.
I can't do it now, Cheryl.
Look, we have to send the details back to the celibate. Yeah, I waited because I thought you wanted to do it with me. You've been complaining about me doing everything on my own just lately.
Cheryl.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Oh, look, that's enough. What are you going to do about those? I mean, think of the wedding.
Think of the honeymoon.
Crikey.
Well, what are you going to do? Is there a duplicate key?
No.
But Bob said...
Bob was lying in his teeth. He knew.
Well, has anybody got a key?
Yeah. Police at Berrigan.
Well,
Right.
then.
I'd rather think of another solution. You got to admit it's a bit embarrassing.
Come in.
Ta-da! Gentlemen, I'm here to set you free.
Are you mad? You might damage my hands.
No way. That'd be destroying police property. Stolen police property.
You sure you won't come and eat with us?
Hey, that's a good idea.
No, thanks, darling. I think I'll stay home and relax.
I'll rustle up something for us here.
Frank, I'm lost without you.
Have a nice time.
It's time to commence the service. Frank and Shirley have decided to get married, and they've asked me to perform the ceremony. I ask you all here present today to witness the intention of these two people to, I think we should go inside.
What about the snake?
Oh, thank you.
I ask all of you here present to witness the intention of these two people to enter the stage of matrimony. Do you, Shirley, take Frank to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
Do you, Frank, take Shirley to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Frank and Shirley have each chosen to say a few words appropriate to the occasion.
We come before you, pledging our lives and our hearts to one another. Together may we meet the cares and problems of life more bravely, and as time takes away our youthful charm, may we find contentment in the greater joy of rich companionship. It is my intention to do everything I can to make you happy and contented. There is nothing I can imagine that would make me more unhappy than to fail in the effort.
What greater thing is there for two human souls than to feel they are joined for life? To strengthen each other in all labor, to rest on each other in all sorrow, to minister to each other in all pain, and to be one with each other in silent, unspeakable memories at the moment of the last parting.
Let me introduce Mr. and Mrs. Gilroy.
Good on you.
Champagne on ice?
Oh, we should have had a welcome home sign.
Oh, they'll know they're home. Oh, hey, they look beautiful.
Yeah, I pinched them from Frank's garden. Quick, they're here. Oh, I want to put these in the bedroom.
I know. Better still, strew them over the bed.
Strew them over the bed.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo! Anyone home? Ah. Hello, Simon.
Welcome. How are you?
How are you? Oh, I feel just wonderful, wonderful. How are you, Simon?
Very well. And you look great.
Oh, I feel fantastic. I can really recommend honeymoons, darling. Oh, flowers, champagne. Thank you both.
Mum, where's Frank?
Oh, g'day, mate.
Oh, you're just the bloke I want to see, Simon. I want something.
Stepdad.
Sunburn.
Oh, poor thing.
Put those cases in the bedroom, Frank. Oh, it's marvellous to be home. It really is. Oh.
You see, the really interesting thing about Hansen's disease is the length of the incubation period. See, it makes eradication so
Simon,
hard.
This may come as a shock to you, but I'm not really interested.
But you see, if you had a case of rabies or foot and mouth or blue tongue...
Sometimes I really worry about your love affair with diseases.
But, Vicky, the history of disease is the history of the human race.
Simon, give us a hand over here, will you, please? You better shift that out of the way first. Take the end of this. We'll keep it stretched, right down, a bit further, and we'll see if it fits.
See if what fits?
Pianola. I reckon we can get it in there at a push.
What pianola? You don't own a pianola, Frank.
So what about the width? Oh, the width's all right. Now, it's been over my cousin at Burrigan's for years. Haven't had room for it. Fits like a glove. Oh, can't you see us around the old pianola in wintertime having a good old sing-song?
Mum hates them. Dad wanted to buy one once. That's what broke them up. Don't even mention the word to her. Oh, good. I was hoping you'd still be here.
I was just going out.
5 minutes?
Sit down. Speak.
I'm being a stepchild.
What?
I've done it before. I did it with Dad's second wife in Sydney. I'm not good at being a stepchild.
Trouble at home.
Mum and Frank fight all the time.
That's the basis of their relationship.
He cooks well. I've grown up with my mother's cooking. My stomach can't handle good food.
Sounds serious.
He cleans up my room and does my washing.
When can he move in with me?
Oh, Simon, be serious.
All right, I'll be serious. You move in with me.
Don't be ridiculous.
Look, Vicky, they're driving around the bend, right? That may be nature's way of telling you to leave home.
I'll miss you.
So you should. I'm the only daughter you've got.
Look, maybe we can work something out.
Mum, this is yours and Frank's place now. Should have realised that a long time ago.
Where will you go?
To a friend's.
Is it a secret?
Yeah, he doesn't know yet.
He?
Simon?
Oh, him. You're going to live with Simon? What if he says no?
He wouldn't dare. Actually, he's already offered, sort of.
Will you come around to dinner now and then?
Yes, Mum, as long as you're not cooking.
Oh, we'll miss you.
Oh, come on, Mum, don't blubber.
Come around tonight.
Mum.
Well, tomorrow night then?
All right, I'll come round tomorrow night.
You can't take that book of Kipling stories.
Why not? It's mine. You gave it to me.
I know. But I want something to remember you by.
Hi, Mum. Hi, Simon.
Hi.
Hello, darling. How are you coping?
It's only been a couple of hours, Mum. Simon, could I have a word with you?
Yeah, sure. It's lovely to see you. Step this way. Now, what can I do for you, Miss Dean? Not too unwell, I hope?
No,
You want to take me out to dinner?
better than that.
There, I hope.
I want to move in with you.
Live with me.
Sort of, temporarily.
Of course, it was only a matter of time. A man like me, firm jaw, piercing eyes. When then?
Soon as possible.
Now.
Tonight'll be fine.
You won't regret this, Vicky. It'll be wonderful, meaningful, and truly poetic. Which side of the bed do you like?
All of it.
That's a bit selfish.
I'll be sleeping in the spare room by myself.
Oh, I see. So it's not...
No, it's, not. I'll share the cleaning and the expenses, and that's it.
Strictly platonic, huh?
Or I'll break your arm, okay?
Okay.
See you tonight.
Oh, one more thing. Which side of the sink do you wash up on?
Bye, partner.
But this is my flat.
Our flat. I might only be temporary, but while I'm here, we're partners, and that means we don't get in each other's hair. And that means that when I come in, I don't want to find that oversized guinea pig camped in my bed.
But that's his favourite spot.
Was his favourite spot. The spare room is now Vicky's room.
You're supposed to love animals, not shout at them. I mean, what sort of vet are you?
A very tired one.
All right, all right. You mustn't go into the spare room.
I hope he remembers, for his sake.
Now, you harm a hair on that wombat's head.
I am going to unpack.
I, suppose...
You suppose what?
Suppose the bed's all messed up by now. Smelly, wombat hair everywhere. If you wanted to, you could use my bed, just for tonight.
Where are you going to sleep?
Seriously, though.
Seriously, no.
G'day, Graham. You know Vicky Dean, don't you?
Hi.
Oh, I reckon. Best vet Wandering Valley ever had. Mind you, the others were pretty crook.
Oh, you okay?
Vicky's running me round, so to speak, until the car's fixed. How is she?
Not too good, I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
Somebody put sugar in your petrol tank.
What?
Who'd want to do a thing like that?
Kid by the name of Lawrence Allen, from what I can make out. I've already had a yarn to his old man. Got to stay inside the house for a whole week during the holidays.
A week?
Oh, it's a bit hard on him, you reckon?
Well, I thought maybe a couple of years.
Yeah, well, he won't try it again. I'm only going to charge you for the parts anyway.
No, don't be silly. I don't want you to do that.
I'm not asking you what you want. I'm telling you what you're getting, all right, Doc?
Well, I appreciate it. How did you find out it was him?
Oh, young Michael heard him talking about it. They're all as bad as each other here. It's got to be Michael doing something stupid next time. There's not enough for him to do in a place this big.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, how long's it going to take to fix, Graham?
A couple of days, I reckon.
A couple of days. Can I borrow your...
No.
But I'm a doctor.
And I'm a vet, and it's my car, and I'm not going to let you borrow it.
Yeah, but I need a car
Well,
a lot
so
more
do
than
I
you
need
do.
a
What
car.
you do?
I've got
How
to
many
go out.
times?
Hey! I'll lend you a spare set of wheels, all right? Get your mobile.
I'd be very grateful. Thanks, Graham. I have emergencies.
So have I.
Sleep well?
Like a log. How about you?
Sort of like a log. Fatso snores, though.
I don't believe it.
I can prove it.
I believe it. Shouldn't he sleep outside?
It's cold out there.
Well, it is sort of traditional, you know, with native animals.
Yeah, I tried it, but he gets upset. He tried to burrow into the kitchen.
Yeah, you sure have a way with animals.
Oh, one thing I wanted to mention.
Mention away.
About toothpaste tubes and replacing the cap they're on.
For crying out loud, Simon, what difference does it make? If you put the lid on, you've only got to take it off again.
But it looks neater. I like things neat. Oh, and I like it squeezed from the bottom. The tube, that is.
I'll do my best. Am I allowed to go and have a shower now?
Also, we do vacuuming and general cleaning on Tuesdays.
Oh, we do we?
Yes, that's tonight.
Oh, gee whiz, so it is. What a coincidence. Looks like I arrived just in time.
Well, it'd be a shame if you left and never had a chance to do it.
I could still manage if I tried hard enough to find somewhere else today.
I'm sure you'd be too busy. Which reminds me, I'm running late. I must go to the garage and pick up my rented limo.
I hope the wheels fall off it.
How's it going?
Oh, fine, fine. Are you all right?
Fine, fine.
Oh, you're absolutely certain they need cleaning?
Would I have you up there struggling to get them down if I wasn't absolutely certain?
Yeah. How come I'm up here and you're down there, by the way?
Well, if you decide to leave before they need doing again, I'll have to do them. And this way, we both get a chance. That's fair, isn't it?
There's something very perverted about your sense of logic, Simon. Simon! Catch me! Oh! Simon! I said catch me, not tackle me! Simon! What are you doing?
Breaking your fall.
I'll break something in a minute. Oh, stop!
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, I'm,
I did knock.
No, it's fine. We're just a bit hectic here at the moment.
Oh, yes, well, I just wanted to leave these, and I am in a bit of a hurry, so I'll catch up with you later. Bye, darling. Bye, Simon.
Bye, Cheryl.
Oh, you're a real scream, mate, aren't you? Oh, yeah, you're going to look pretty funny with a busted nose. Oh, hi, Frank.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry for what?
Well, I hope I'm not interrupting.
Interrupting what?
Well, you and Simon.
Me and Simon, nothing.
Oh.
You've been talking to Mum.
Oh, no, no.
Oh, yes, yes. Simon and I are flatmates, despite what Mum thinks and Simon says. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, I'd like some help. Some ideas?
Sure, come in.
Thanks.
Well?
Well, as you know, your mother and I have different interests in life.
I have noticed.
Upbringing, background, habits. She's well-travelled, a woman of the world. I'm bound to my roots. For instance, I like roses and she likes pyramids.
Yes?
Well, sometimes I feel that we're worlds apart. I think it boils down to communication. Look, you've always lived together, you and your mother. I'm sure you know what I mean.
Frank, my mother has some funny habits, but basically she's a terrific person.
I know that. I appreciate her. She's great. I love her.
Good. Well, you two are going to have to learn to compromise a bit. Give and take, you know. Two people living together isn't always easy. It takes time.
Yeah, I know that.
Give and take, that's the thing. Your thing's roses, right? Why don't you try and learn a bit about what she's interested in? Pyramidology, chi, astrology. That way you can get to understand her and know her better. There is an alternative. Do what Simon and I did.
What's that?
We drew a line. He stays on his side of the house and I stay on mine. We never interfere. We don't even talk. Works like a charm.
Can we talk?
If you have to. Do you have to come so close? Can't you say what you've got to say from over your side?
I suppose so. How long do we have to keep on doing this?
What?
This line business. It's infantile.
It's not. It works.
It's silly.
What was it you wanted to say?
How would you like to go out tonight and have dinner?
Simon, I said that I wanted to keep this purely platonic.
Yes, I know. I wasn't suggesting the two of us. Just you, my shout.
Just me? Your shout? I see. Want to get rid of me, do you?
No, not exactly. But you see, there are certain things that require a little bit of privacy.
What's wrong with her place?
She doesn't live here. She's just visiting.
You don't have to pay me to go out, you know.
Come on, Vicky, let's be civilized. I'd do the same for you.
I've got places to go. Besides, what sort of a meal can I get for $5?
Well, it's nobody's fault that the kid has to go into hospital.
Well, of course it's nobody's fault.
I'm paying good money for the rent. I'm not even allowed to stay at home at night because my flatmate's too busy racing off some bird. I think that's disgusting.
Well, everything's ready. The posters have been printed. Oh, the brochure's all ready. With Michael's picture on the front page.
Well, why can't you have the race without Michael?
Oh, it wouldn't be the same. The other kids are good, but none of them is the surefire champ that Michael is.
Oh. It's a shame.
Anyway, it's only a temporary arrangement. You'd think Simon could behave like a decent human being for 2 lousy weeks.
You know, the kids in this town need a lot of attention. And, you know, I can only do so much because I just haven't got the time. And that worries me.
You're doing a wonderful job, Frank.
In fact, I think I'll go back there right now and tell him how I feel. Besides, nobody here is listening to me.
What? Oh, darling, I'm sorry.
I am paying equal rent and I have equal rights.
Yeah, sure.
You can do what you like in there, but I am staying here at the moment, and I will not be kicked out just because you've got a guest.
Vicky, there's no one there.
I don't believe you.
I'm telling the truth.
How do I know that?
Because I'm telling you. Don't go in there.
Why not?
I'll be outraged and insulted if you open that door.
Why? If there's no one there, why can't I go in there?
Because the word of a gentleman ought to suffice.
Huh.
I'll be hurt as well, as a friend.
Sorry.
Well, I told you.
Well, I don't understand. Why'd you send me out then?
There was somebody here. She had to go, an emergency.
An emergency? What emergency? Simon, there's been no one here. There's no heavy date. There's nothing.
Yes, she was.
I know. You were trying to make me jealous, weren't you? That's it, isn't it?
No, that's not it. I wasn't trying to make you jealous. It was a dress rehearsal.
A what?
Well, it might happen one day. I might have a heavy date. I wanted to see how you react. Wanted to see if you'd be a good sport.
Oh, good grief.
Chilled grapefruit, deviled kidneys, toast, marmalade, cafe au lait. Victoria? Breakfast.
Blech.
Blech. But I made it for the both of us.
Give yourself an elephant stamp.
You're not going to talk with your mouth full, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Crumbs will get everywhere.
Well, I won't take up too much room.
Well, at least sit down and eat your breakfast.
Simon, when I agreed to get rid of the dividing line...
In order to get to the bathroom.
We made a pact. You do your thing, I do mine.
Surely we can share breakfast.
Simon, I will make my own breakfast, if I want it, when I want it.
But, Vicky, I went to a lot of trouble.
Isn't it a relief to know you won't have to do it again?
Morning, Simon.
Morning, Shell. Just checking the appointments for the day. Everything all right?
Yes, I'm late, that's all. Breakfast took a bit longer than we expected.
Well, I'm glad somebody can enjoy it round here together.
Pardon?
Breakfast.
Oh, is something wrong?
She wouldn't eat breakfast with me. And I went to a lot of trouble this morning, Shirl. Chilled grapefruit, deviled kidneys, toast, marmalade, and cafe au lait.
That sounds wonderful, Simon.
Yeah. Sometimes your daughter has all the charm and grace of a German tank. Oh, Vicky.
Simon, what on earth are you doing?
Mad dog. I think it has rabies.
Don't be stupid. There's no rabies in Australia. Come on, Bubbles. Time for your medication.
Well, what's wrong with it then?
It's been poisoned. Lead poisoning, in fact. You can give me a hand.
Is it contagious?
Is it in humans?
No, of course not.
Simon, a human is just another animal. Now, there. Just hang on. Come on, Daddy. Good girl. There. Good girl.
Is this dysentery going to be with us for long?
At least for tonight.
What about the noise?
It'll get worse before it gets better.
Suppose you've got a lot more room now.
Pardon, Esme?
You and Frank, now that Vicky's gone.
Oh, I suppose.
Bet you felt a bit of a gooseberry.
Gooseberry?
Vicky. With you and Frank. Two's company.
No, I don't think it was that. Young girl should be on her own.
Not on her own, though, is she?
Vicky is sharing a flat with Dr. Bowen. They share the rent, they share the cleaning, the telephone, and nothing else, Esme.
Of course not. Of course it's different these days.
What?
Relationships. In my day, it was marriage or nothing. Men get it so easy now.
Nobody is getting anything, Esme. You know, the only thing that hasn't changed are people's small-minded attitudes.
You are so right, Shirley.
Hello, Mrs. Broadhurst.
I wonder if it's possible to see Dr. Elliot this morning.
Dr. Elliot isn't in today, I'm afraid.
How tiresome.
But Dr. Bowen is available for consultation.
He's very good, Mrs. Broadhurst. He's really quite mature for his age. I'm very fussy who I deal with, and I find him quite adequate.
Well, I really suppose I ought to see somebody this morning.
Well, if you just wait over there, I'll let you know when the doctor is available.
I haven't been able to get a wink of sleep for all the worrying. My poor little Bubbles is quite ill, hovering close to death. It's horrible. My poor little doggy.
Terrible, Mrs. Broadhurst. What breed is it?
Bubbles is a beautiful French poodle. Pedigree, of course.
Of course.
On top of all the worrying, I'm still suffering from jet lag. I've just got back from skiing. In the Alps. Swiss, of course.
The Alps are very beautiful this time of the year, don't you think, Mrs. Broadhurst?
Yes, they are.
I was thinking of Switzerland for a holiday for myself, you know. Distance is no barrier these days.
Esme, you've never been anywhere.
I go to Mudgee quite frequently. Morning, Dr. Bowen.
Morning, Miss Watson. Morning, Shirley.
Morning, Doctor. Miss Watson is in here for a nerve tonic, and Mrs. Broadhurst would like a consultation.
Morning, Mrs. Broadhurst. You know, living with your daughter has its drawbacks. She's turning the place into a zoo. Brought home a mongrel of a dog last night, said it had lead poisoning. I'd give it lead poisoning, about the size of a .22. A spoiled, pampered, stupid, yapping poodle. Vicky kept me awake half the night helping her. I'd have hurled the thing out the window if I had a choice. Come on in, Miss Watson. We'll see if we can fix your problem.
Excuse me.
Kindly make an appointment for me to see Dr. Elliot at his earliest convenience. Other than this afternoon. I'm entertaining a CWA committee at home. You can ring me there to confirm my appointment.
Mrs. Broadhurst, I'm sure the doctor's...
What'd I say?
Good day, Simon.
Hi, Frank. Hello.
Oh, you're just passing too?
Sort of. I wonder what you had in mind for dinner tonight.
Why?
Well, I had in mind veal scallopini with capers and scalloped potatoes and mint peas.
Well, that's fine. You have veal scallopini.
Oh, what are you going to have?
Well, I don't know. I'll think of something.
But Vicky, this is ridiculous. If I want to cook, not all the time, but occasionally, then it's silly my going to all that trouble just for me. Thin veal, honeyed carrots, maybe some zabaione to follow.
Not all the time.
Oh, just once in a while.
All right, you're on.
You wash up.
Sucked in Victoria.
You're not invited.
Sorry, but she has to come.
Oh, not this, though. My cousin's boy had one of these. It drove us mad until the batteries went flat.
Batteries?
Yeah, haven't you seen one of these? Ah, you've removed the batteries, that's it. No, you haven't.
She's been chewing them. And I thought the manager had been trying to poison her. He hates her.
Oh, it's not difficult to understand.
I've got to go. You take Bubbles home and I'll catch up with you later.
One bite out of you and I'll feed you to Fatso.